Many of you are reaching out and sharing our investigation into the condition of Indy parks. Well, we found some in great shape and others plagued with weeds, trash, and even broken equipment. WRTV Investigates Kara Kinney shows us how taxpayers and elected officials are pushing for change.
I should be able to sit right at this bench and enjoy my son on the swings.
Ron Gibson lives on the east side close to Roselawn Park, but he doesn't bring his son here often. What do you think about all these weeds?
Again, I'm embarrassed. That needs to be cleaned up immediately. My son cannot enjoy the amenities of this park because of the weeds.
Ron is a city-county councilor. We shared our investigation with him. We found Indy parks plagued with weeds, trash, and outdated equipment. And at Roselawn Park, it's also a dumping ground. WRTV Investigates found it's up to the Department of Public Works and its contractors to address weeds and trash.
I'm going to ask DPW to do better here because we can do better here. I mean, if we can't control necessarily dumping necessarily on a regular basis, well, we can definitely control the environment of this park.
Councilor Jared Evans is also concerned by our findings, telling us this is concerning and rather pathetic of our city to have parks in these conditions. It's a reminder that the historic spending is one-time spending and that we need to be looking at annual spending that can address maintenance of our parks.
There was a news story out today about
Councilor Jesse Brown brought up our investigation Thursday night at the Parks and Recreation Committee meeting.
what can change as a result of this story.
We've already been working really closely with DPW, coordinating with folks at different levels to try to improve maintenance and really take care of our parks.
In 2025, the city plans to dedicate $300,000 additional dollars for DPW to maintain parks, and the Indy Parks budget will increase from $46 million this year to nearly $54 million next year. On Facebook, residents told us about several parks they say are in rough shape, like Jake Green.
Overall, it looks pretty good.
And Brookside.
The sign here at Brookside Park says playground renovations are coming soon, but you told us you're fed up with the weeds that are growing here inside the fence. We found some of them are pretty high.
A viewer also told us to check out Paul Ruster Park, but we found it in good condition. In fact, a bunch of moms were out enjoying it. Mama. Like Michelle Spear.
There's always more improvements that could be made. Everyone goes to Hamilton County, I feel like, for parks because they're upgraded and they're bigger and they're appealing to all ages of kids. Whereas Indianapolis parks, like this is a smaller park. This is probably for just little kids.
As for Roselawn Park, the city is working with developers of the apartment complex next door to see if they can help invest in the park. Elected officials like Ron Gibson say the city can't forget its parks.
Parks are a very important part of what we do in Indianapolis, and I think it's important that we invest more in them.
Kara Kinney, WRTV.
WRTV Investigates asked Mayor Joe Hogshead for an interview, but the city directed us to Indy Parks instead. We also asked DPW for a list of contractors who are doing maintenance work on the parks. If you have concerns about your local park, you can contact Kara.Kinney at WRTV.com.